If you have been holding off on upgrading your cinema rig, do not touch that buy button just yet. The camera market is about to experience an absolute earthquake, and Sony is the one triggering it. For years, the original Sony FX3 has been the undisputed king of compact cinema, dominating everything from high-end YouTube productions to actual Hollywood film sets. But the competition has been closing in, and the industry has been demanding a massive leap forward. Now, the silence has finally been broken. Highly credible leaks and prototype field test reports have officially hit the surface, confirming that the legendary successor is deep in development. We are talking about the brand new Sony FX3 Mark II. If you think this is just a minor spec bump with a fresh coat of paint, you are completely mistaken. Sony is preparing a total industry takeover that is designed to leave every competitor scrambling. We are diving deep into the authentic technical leaks, the paradigm-shifting sensor upgrades, the unbelievable frame rates, and the hidden details that the competition desperately hoped would not see the light of day. Stick around until the very end of this video, because we will also uncover the official release timeline and the exact target pricing for the US and premium markets, helping you decide if you should sell your current gear immediately. Let us start with the absolute heart of the machine, which is the rumored sensor technology. This is where the rumor mill has ignited a massive debate among industry professionals. The original model captured the industry with its incredible low-light 12-megapixel sensor, which delivered legendary clean images at massive ISO levels. For the Mark II, internal prototype testing points to two distinct engineering directions that Sony has been experimenting with. The first, and highly likely path, is a revolutionary 16-megapixel full-frame partially stacked sensor. This is a massive engineering shift. By implementing a partially stacked architecture, the data readout speed becomes blisteringly fast. This drastically minimizes rolling shutter performance, bringing it incredibly close to global shutter performance without sacrificing the dynamic range or low-light sensitivity that filmmakers rely on. The second rumor floating around high-end rental houses suggests a 33-megapixel oversampled design. However, the cinema community knows that pushing resolution too high can hurt low-light performance. This is why top-tier insiders are heavily leaning toward the lower megapixel, ultra-fast stack sensor approach. A 16-megapixel sensor strikes the perfect cinematic sweet spot, allowing for pristine 6K oversampling that downsamples into the sharpest, most detailed 4K image you have ever seen on a compact rig, completely free of noise. This brings us to the next generation frame rates that are set to redefine slow-motion cinematography. The current model maxes out at a respectable 4K at 120 frames per second, but the competition has caught up. Thanks to the massive processing power of the rumored dual Bionz XR2 processors, the FX3 Mark II is expected to push boundaries by delivering a jaw-dropping 4K at 240 frames per second. Imagine capturing high-end commercial action, sports, or music videos in ultra-smooth, high-bitrate slow motion without a massive sensor crop. This level of processing speed requires immaculate data management, meaning the camera will fully utilize dual CF Express Type A slots, ensuring that the massive data pipelines do not choke during critical shoots. Furthermore, rumors indicate that Sony might allow a specialized 2.8K mode capable of running up to an astronomical 480 frames per second for ultra-slow motion analysis, turning this small camera into a legitimate phantom-style specialist tool for action cinematography. But what good is a flawless image if your shot is out of focus or ruined by camera shake? This is where Sony is leveraging its massive lead in artificial intelligence. The FX3 Mark II will feature a dedicated AI processing unit built directly into the camera engine. This is not just basic eye tracking. This is a deep learning cinematic autofocus system that can instantly recognize human skeletons, posture, and movement. If an actor turns their back to the camera, walks behind an obstacle, or leaves the frame momentarily, the camera anticipates their movement and locks back onto them the exact millisecond they reappear. For solo shooters, documentary filmmakers, and run-and-gun wedding videographers, this completely eliminates the anxiety of missed focus on once-in-a-lifetime shots. Additionally, the camera is rumored to feature a specialized anamorphic in-body image stabilization system. Standard sensor shift stabilization often struggles with the unique horizontal distortion of anamorphic glass. Sony is reportedly tuning the internal 5-axis stabilization system to perfectly calculate and compensate for anamorphic squeeze ratios, giving you buttery smooth, handheld Hollywood-level stabilization without needing to balance a massive gimbal. Of course, professional sets require professional workflows, and Sony has paid close attention to the physical body and infrastructure upgrades. To handle the immense heat generated by 4K 240 frames per second and continuous 6K processing, the body of the FX3 Mark II is expected to be slightly thicker than its predecessor. This allows for a completely redesigned, ultrasilent active cooling fan system and enhanced internal copper heatsinks, guaranteeing infinite recording times even in scorching outdoor environments. On the audio and synchronization side, the camera is heavily rumored to introduce native 32-bit float audio support through a newly designed, more durable top-handle XLR unit. 32-bit float means your audio will practically never clip or distort, saving invaluable dialogue in unpredictable environments. For multi-camera commercial shoots, the inclusion of an integrated 6 GHz wireless timecode synchronization module will allow you to instantly sync multiple rigs with a single tap, completely revolutionizing the post-production workflow. To truly satisfy the demands of modern DPs and colorists, Sony is also reportedly upgrading the internal monitoring and pipeline capabilities. Insiders suggest that the FX3 Mark II will support a full-sized HDMI 2.1 port, enabling external 16-bit RAW output directly to premium external recorders without any frame dropping or color subsampling. This means you can integrate this compact Bcam seamlessly alongside flagship Venice or FX9 setups, utilizing the exact same as Cinetone and S-Log3 profiles with perfectly matched color science right out of the box. The internal processing will also allow for real-time user LUT previewing and direct burning into the proxy files, which significantly slashes turnaround times for fast-paced commercial production environments. So, when can you actually get your hands on this cinematic powerhouse, and how much is it going to cost your business? According to current registration data and production roadmaps, Sony is targeting an official announcement window for the FX3 Mark II within the first half of 2026, with units expected to hit major retail shelves globally by the second quarter. When it comes to pricing, the original model disrupted the market at $3,500, but inflation and massive technological upgrades mean the price architecture will shift. Expect the FX3 Mark II to launch with an official price tag between $3,800 and $4,500 for the body only. While that might feel like a premium jump, the inclusion of a partially stacked sensor, uncompressed high frame rates, advanced AI subject tracking, and 32-bit float audio makes it an absolute bargain for professional production companies. The compact cinema space is evolving fast, and Sony is making it abundantly clear that they have no intention of surrendering the crown. The upgrades packed into this upcoming release will fundamentally change how independent filmmakers shoot high-end content. If you want to stay completely ahead of the curve on every major industry leak, breakthrough specification, and official release confirmation, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and drop a comment below letting us know if you are going to pre-order this beast or stick with your current setup. Thank you for watching TechVibe, your ultimate destination for premium tech insight, and we will see you in the very next video.